guys! Today I'm going to review Rocky 5. It was made in 1990 and it was intended to finish off the series. But it wasn't. The series came back in 2006 for Rocky Balboa, and they've also done 2 Creed spin-offs as well, so it wasn't the end. But this film, they intended to wrap it all up. It was written by Sylvester Stallone, who also stars in it as Rocky. And what they did is they thought that Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 were a bit over the top, so they tried to get it back to basics, like the first film was. So they brought the original director in. But unfortunately, this is the worst film in the series. It didn't work. At least all the old characters pop up. You've got Sylvester Stallone as Rocky, Adrian's back, Paulie's back, so all the old characters are back. It cost 42 million to make, but it made back 119.9 million. It was a big difference from Rocky 4. Rocky 4 actually cost a bit less. It only cost 31 million, but it made 300 million back. So there's a massive difference between how much the previous film made and this one. So it's regarded as a flop, really. It's interesting that the film opens at the end of Rocky 4, so you say the aftermath of the fight. He ends up having a shower and then shouting for help, and his hands are shaking, and he finds out he's got brain damage and he can't fight again. This film probably features Rocky at his lowest point. Paulie's had a bad investment with his money and he's lost all his money. So he has to go back to his old place, dresses in his old clothes again with a hat. Adrian goes back to the pet shop to work. So he's sort of like humiliated and everything. In this film, Rocky doesn't fight in the ring. He manages this other boxer called Tommy Gunn, who was played by a real life boxer. So Rocky manages this young lad, and eventually he ends up making him a good fighter. You get the montage scene again. They're always fun, although they don't use the Rocky theme in the montage, which is disappointing. Tommy Gunn eventually has a shot at the heavyweight title, but he's a turncoat.
Rocky should have kicked that bloody Tommy Gunn up the bloody arse and kicked him out the bloody house. Bloody Grady twat.
Rather be managed by this villain type guy called Duke. It's based on Don King, trying to persuade him with a brand new car and a sort of like a prostitute with red hair.
Hey, that bloody woman Tommy went with the red hair. Right bloody slapper.
Goes over to the Duke's side for management, so he forgets about poor Rocky. At the end, he wants to fight Rocky in the ring, Tommy Gunn, because everyone keeps saying you're not as good as Rocky. Rocky won't fight them, but eventually he confronts him in a bar. I think he pushes Paulie, and this makes Rocky mad. So there's a great quote where Rocky says, "My ring's outside." So they go outside the pub for a fight. The ending's not very effective though, because fighting outside it doesn't have the same impact as seeing fight in a boxing ring. So it was just like your standard fight outside. So a bit of a disappointing ending. Although I do like the scene where Rocky punches Duke, because Duke's going on saying, "If you punch me, I'll sue you." And Rocky says, "Sue me? Sue me for what?" And he knocks him flying. So that was good. Rocky's real life son played the son in the film. It's quite sad actually, because he died later in life. So when you're watching the film, you're thinking about that. Although the film's disappointing, it does have some good scenes. I like the scene where Rocky's thinking about his old manager, Mickey. He goes to the old boxing ring and he's looking around and he says, like, Mickey. So he's like having a talk with him, and it's a really touching scene. The series does have some great sad moments. Happy moments and sad moments. There's good scenes where Rocky's son getting bullied at school. There's these two lads who keep bullying him. And eventually he gets learnt to fight back. So there's a scene where he punches them, that's good. He also gets a girlfriend. He has arguments with Rocky, because Rocky's paying more attention to Tommy Gunn training him and not listening to him. So that's good characterisation. You can tell they tried to make this film like the end of the series, because they have like old photos and credits of the previous Rocky films. They also have Elton John singing Measure of a Man. So the end credits are interesting when you watch them. So overall the films are a lot slower paced than the usual Rocky films, and it's definitely the weakest in the series. It's a lot slower paced. So overall, like usually I give Rocky films, it's either a 9 or a 10 because they're that good. But this one, I'd give something like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I'll be generous because I do like the characters. So out of 10, I'd give this film 7. Aww. 7 out of 10. So what does Bones think about it?
Nout! I fucking fell asleep.
Everyone,